and gentlemen, are you ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Assalamualaikum and hi people, my name is Sarah. This is my team members, Alia, Adriana, Rashid and Adib. We are from Group 7. Today we would like to talk about topic 1, which is limits, alternative and choices. Under this topic, Alia will explain about scarcity and choice. Meanwhile, Adriana will talk about macroeconomics and I will present what is positive statement. Rashid will interpret subtopic individual economizing problem and Adib will clarify the definition of microeconomics.
Hi everyone! So today I would like to share about scarcity and choice that happened throughout the pandemic of COVID-19 in Malaysia. Where there is scarcity, choices must be made. So what is scarcity? Scarcity is the basic economic problem that is faced by every country in this world. It is defined as a condition that exists when the limited amount of resources is met with the unlimited human wants. In other words, it's the limits on the amounts of goods and services available for consumption. What is economic resources? Economic resources, also known as inputs in the production of goods and services, which is the raw materials that are available in the economy used to produce goods and services, such as land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship. The problem of scarcity and choice lies at the very heart of economics, which is a study of how individuals and society choose to allocate scarce resources. At the end of 2019, our country was shocked by a very dangerous virus which is COVID-19. Coronavirus or COVID-19 is an infectious disease caused by a newly discovered virus. The first case reported in December 2019 at Wuhan, China. Meanwhile, on 25th January 2020, the first case of COVID-19 was detected in Malaysia. Before COVID-19 invaded Malaysia, the allocation of resources was still under control, although it was limited but still adequate. Generally, the production of goods and services is always limited, but due to this pandemic situation, the demand in the market exceeds supply and it is increasing rapidly due to in early stage of this pandemic, people experience panic buying, especially kitchen and essential items, for example like toiletries, frozen food, rice, eggs, sugar. Therefore, it has affected individuals who are unable to purchase goods because everything is run out in the market. The high demand for essential items put an impact and pressure on producers as they have to produce more items than they offer. Thus, the scarcity occurs because to produce more items, they need more resources, but resources are limited. Another example of scarcity can be seen among labor, which is a shortage of nurses and doctors during pandemic of COVID-19. This is due to the sudden increase in Malaysians being affected with the COVID-19 until everything becomes difficult to control due to the lack of medical workers and career workers that are exhausted and burned out. At the end, the Malaysia Ministry of Health had to recall retired nurses and doctors to help other frontliners to jointly break the chain of COVID-19. However, there are many doctors in different fields and provide different services. Thus, scarcity happens as not all doctors can help in treating COVID-19 patients and one doctor can only treat a few patients at a time. From conclusion, we can see that COVID-19 has a great impact on the allocation of resources, especially on essential items as well as labor. And I think that's all for me. Thank you.
Hello everyone, now I will continue with another topic which is macroeconomics and I will talk about unemployment rates in Malaysia. Let's start with the definition of macroeconomics. What is macroeconomics? It is the study of the economy as a whole or in aggregate. It is an overview perspective to an economy and macroeconomic decision making and considers big picture policies. Macroeconomics studies economy-wide phenomena such as unemployment rate, price levels, rate of economic growth and also inflation. To sum up, macroeconomic deals with the performance, structure and behavior of the entire economy, in contrast to microeconomics which is more focused on the choices made by individuals in the economy. As we know, Malaysia was shocked by COVID-19 as told by Alia Damira, so we can see that it related with the macroeconomic policies which is unemployment rates. So, the effects of this have left Malaysia in a pandemic situation and even caused the government to implement MCO and RMCO to control the movement of people. Due to this implementation, most major activities have ordered to close and given strict operating conditions in order to control the spread of this virus. Because of that, it has caused thousands of people started to lose their income and jobs, as most of the businesses were affected and causes an impact to both employer and employees. As a result, it increasing the unemployment rate, and this can be proven when we look at the unemployment rate data before and after the pandemic. Let's make a comparison. Malaysia was able to maintain an unemployment rate 3.2% per year before the pandemic. However, the pandemic resulted it to increasing to the average of 4.8% for the last February 2021. In addition, this shows a cyclical unemployment because workers become unemployed when firms start to decrease their production due to economic slowdown. To conclude, it is clear that labour market was severely affected and future economic growth in Malaysia will be disrupted if the livelihoods of these workers are destroyed.
Let's talk about positive statement. Positive statement is the positive economic model that analyzes fact and data to establish scientific generalization about economic behavior. It deals with what the economy is actually like, as the statement describes the economic condition. Thus, the statement is based on fact and it is testable. Therefore, in this video, I would like to talk about the vaccination rate in Malaysia. The statistic from the Our World in Data present that the population of Malaysian was fully vaccinated is 25 million of people, equivalent to 77.2% fully vaccinated. The data update on 23rd November 2021. To be more specific, we can get the information from the website of Ministry of Health Malaysia. It's shown the vaccination progress by state. The information showed that Klang Valley represents Selangor and Kuala Lumpur with the highest rate of population fully vaccinated, which is 92.1%. This followed by Pulau Pinang with 84.1%, dan Negeri Sembilan with 81.7%, Labuan 78.8%, while Johor is 78.6%. Perlis 78.2%, we have Melaka with 75.4%, and Sabah with the lowest vaccination rate, which is only 59.4%. This is the vaccination rate of other states that I have not mentioned just now. This is the data provided by the government, where 25 million people were fully vaccinated, 600,000 plus were partially vaccinated, and about 7 million were unvaccinated. Malaysia is almost close to reach herd immunity, as the government targeted for at least 80% of Malaysians were fully vaccinated from different level of age, like elderly, teenagers and youth. This shown that about less than 5% for us to reach the target. People can access to this information anytime as it's provided on the website. This illustration is based on the information on 25th November 2021. To conclude, all the data and information related to the vaccination rate occurred in Malaysia are reliable, testable, and can be proven as it comes with fact and data. Hence, all the information provided is under the observation and approval of the Ministry of Health of Malaysia. Before that, other examples of positive statement are COVID-19 cases happen in Malaysia and death cases recorded in Malaysia. Before we end, please do take care of your health and avoid any contact with people and do regularly wash your hand. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Rashik Abdul Ghaffar and I will be explaining about the individual's economizing problem and how the COVID-19 pandemic has influenced or affected it. So, what is the individual's economizing problem? It is the need for an individual to make a choice because his economic wants exceeds his economic needs. People always have unlimited wants in order to be satisfied. Some wants are luxurious, whereas some are necessities. And when a person has unlimited wants, he should make choices. Why is a person forced to make these choices? The main reason for this is limited income. Since people generate a finite income, they are unable to buy whatever they want. Hence, they must make choices. Even the richest of the rich have to make choices on how to spend money since everyone has a finite income. Since we have limited income and unlimited wants, it is best for us to choose goods that maximize our satisfaction. Now we'll be talking about the effects of COVID-19 on the individual's economizing problem, and we will be taking examples from Britain and Malaysia. Due to the pandemic, 8.8% of global working hours were lost. This is approximately equal to 255 million jobs lost. This caused widespread unemployment in our society, and a large number of workers had their wages reduced, which caused a decrease in their incomes, further limiting their choices. For example, in Britain, during the pandemic, there has been a decrease of 22% in spending by the people, which shows the decrease in choices caused due to a decrease in income. Spending on non-essential services such as food and drink, entertainment, travel and accommodation fell by 35%, whereas fashion and general retail fell to 76% of the pre-pandemic levels in Britain. That is, consumers started shifting from luxury to more necessary goods. Due to the pandemic, there has been a major change in consumer behavior. People started looking for ways to obtain maximum satisfaction from their reduced income. Hence, people started looking out for factors such as convenience, time saving, cost effectiveness, enjoyment, and personal reward. In Malaysia, people started opting for online deliveries on almost all goods so that they can save time. They also started spending more on technology since it helps them work, study, and enjoy their leisure time. That is, it helps them maximize their satisfaction on a low budget. They also started spending less on clothing materials, sunscreen, cosmetics, etc., and increased their spending on electronics, subscriptions, and a notable increase in products like coffee and other snacks.
Microeconomics. What exactly is microeconomics? Microeconomics is the part of economics concerned with individual units such as a person, a household, a firm, or an industry. At this level of analysis, economics observe the details of the economic unit or a very small segment of the economy under a figurative microscope. Basically, in microeconomics, we examine the sand, rock, and the shells, not the beach. Impacts of COVID-19. The impact of COVID-19 and lockdowns on small-scale businesses and industries was very drastic. COVID-19 accelerated the need for digital mode of doing businesses. During lockdown, demand for online shopping showed a rapid increase among consumers as it seemed safer. People stopped eating at restaurants, which showed a swift increase in the demand for food delivery services. The immediate increase in the demand for goods and drop in supply due to low production was met with panic buying by the people. So what is panic buying? People buying large quantities due to sudden fear or forthcoming shortage or price rise. Protective products like masks and sanitizers were in a shortage. Export of face masks was banned in Malaysia in order to meet domestic demands. Even reports of protective masks selling for prices above the price ceiling set by the government were reported. Tourism was another industry that was heavily affected by COVID-19. Cities like Johor, Malacca, Kuala Lumpur was among the most affected, with complementary industries like hotels and restaurants shutting down. In conclusion, microeconomic impacts of COVID-19 was very hard, particularly for SMEs. Businesses and economies struggle to satisfy the demand of the people amid the extremely short supply. The circular flow of the economy was compromised during these times due to the decrease of household income and apparent reduction of employability capabilities of the economy.